How to stop aggression in cats? That's precisely the question I asked myself when my cat was giving me some trouble. She wouldn't let any strangers inside the house, so I did some research and actually got the answer. It can be done, and it's not as difficult as you might think. Granted, it can be tedious and you do need some patience. Some forms of feline aggression can be solved with clicker training. Others might need a different approach, such as pheromones. But I'll go into detail with that later on in this video. If you're a cat owner, then you'll probably have to deal with cat aggression at least a couple of times. In fact, aggression in cats is one of the most common issues pet owners have. Quite often, cat aggressive behavior is overlooked or not taken as seriously as aggression in dogs. This could be explained by the size difference. Dogs tend to be much bigger than cats. Additionally, dogs, when aggressive, they can pursue people in order to bite them or the target, not something a cat would typically do. Although they can run after people if to scratch them if they try to protect their kittens. This doesn't mean that you should take the issue lightly. A cat can, if provoked sufficiently, cause a great deal of harm. They have 4 clawed paws and a mouth with spiky teeth. They are really fast and can jump on your face in an instant if they so wish to. If a cat bites you or scratches you, you will most likely initially feel pain, but besides that, you can easily get infected, since a cat will quite often have residues of fecal matter embedded in its claws. So let's find out what the different types of cat aggression is and what signs to look out for, what the triggers are, and finally, how to stop aggression in your cat. So, what is considered an aggressive behavior in a cat? Aggressive behavior is threatening or hurting another person or pet. All animals can exhibit aggressive behaviors to guard their territories, to protect themselves or their offsprings. Sometimes aggressive behaviors can be merely a reflex or an instinct, not something a cat can control necessarily. Other times it could be the result of growing up without getting sufficient training or being taken away from his mother on the litter at an early age, too early. The behavior of an aggressive cat can range from hissing, scratching and hiding to biting and jumping directly on you. So, what are the different types of cat aggression? There are a few different types of aggression. It is important to note that the difference between each type, because they all need to be resolved in their own manner. I'm going to list the most common one here below, and further down we will go over how to handle each type of aggression. First one will be fear-related aggression. That's one of the most common causes of cat aggression, is fear-related aggression. A portion of cats simply inherit this gene, and they will act in aggressive manner every time they are frightened. It can have a multitude of triggers. It could be an umbrella opening up, for example, or a man wearing a jacket, or really any kind of inanimate object, such as cucumbers. You've probably seen those videos of cat getting scared by the sight of a cucumber. Fear-related aggression can escalate if the cat is feeling trapped with no apparent way of escape. Next one is injury or pain-related aggression. Just like us humans, if we're in pain, we tend to become easily aggressive. Cats are no different. Well, except that they get physically aggressive, since they can't really curse at you, or even if they might want to. One instance of pain-related aggression would be if you accidentally stepped on your cat's tail, for example. This will hurt both you emotionally and especially your cat physically. This would usually also make your cat aggressive and would not be in the best mood to listen to you. when you're going to be trying to explain how sorry you are. An instance of injury-related aggression could be if your cat has a hidden wound under the fur and you accidentally would put pressure on it while trying to stroke his back. A cat could feel pain, get aggressive, might try to scratch you and then run away. Next, we're going to be talking about petting induced aggression. Some cats like to be pet more than others. Some cats hate it when you pet them in certain areas, and almost all cats will bite you if you pet them on their belly. Cats do not like to expose their bellies, and it's a very vulnerable spot. Usually when you're petting your cat too much, he will eventually get tired of it and it will annoy him. Petting your cat behind the ears or around the head area and on the back is usually fine for a long time, but at some point your cat will have enough of it and get aggressive if he can't make an easy escape. Giving your cat attention is a good thing, but always with moderation. Next we have territorial aggression. This is a common issue in non-sterilized male cats mostly, but it also happens in females and sterilized cats, although less often. The territory can be anything that the cat deems his, ranging from your house, its surrounding area, all the way down to the litter box, with in between things such as the couch in the living room, or perhaps even you. The triggers that can cause territorial aggression are, for the most part, a new cat or dog in the house, a kitten reaching maturity, moving houses, other cats in the neighborhood invading your cat's territory. Now, next is redirected aggression. This is perhaps the scariest form of feline aggression because it's very often it seemingly happens out of nowhere. One moment your cat is fine and the next completely different cat. Redirected aggression is, as the name would suggest, a type of aggression that is redirected towards another person or pet. When your cat cannot reach its primary source of the aggression, it could happen, for example, if your cat is looking out of the window and sees another cat walking by on his territory. It will irritate your cat quite a bit, and since he is separated by the window, he can't really take his anger out on the cat outside. Instead, your cat will redirect the aggression towards either you or your pets. Anybody who crosses his path will take a slap. On the bright side, with this type of aggression, your cat will usually calm down on his own, and he will not go looking for someone to take out his aggression on. It can happen if you get close to the cat, or even if he lashes out of you. He usually doesn't do it on purpose or with ill intent. This could be considered as a sort of reflex that he will just do automatically without being able to stop himself. Thus, why you should never interfere in a cat fight. That is perhaps one of the hardest forms of aggression to prevent or foresee, but it is possible. Your pet will exhibit signs such as his ears pulling back, he's gonna make high-pitched noises, his pupils will get dilated, and his tail will get agitated. Now we're gonna talk about playful aggression. This might be misunderstood by many and not really considered as a form of feline aggression, although it is. When there is rough play, the cat bites and scratches you excessively to a point that it hurts and leaves traces on your skin. Playful aggression is usually something that the cat will learn to not do whilst still a kitten. When playing with his brothers and sisters in the same litter, they will learn from each other that biting hurts if it's too hard, and will know just how hard it is okay to bite. If the cat didn't have the opportunity to grow up with his litter and was taken away too early, it is possible that he might not have learned these boundaries yet. That's also why you should generally not play with your cat and kitten using your hands. always use toys. If the cat is used to play with your fingers or any other body part, he might not start. He will start thinking that your fingers are prey for pouncing. The next one is predatory aggression. A cat is a predator, and in the cat's blood it is to hunt. Therefore, many experts won't really consider this type of behavior and aggression. I'm adding it because it shares a lot of the same aspects with other form of feline aggression, so it could help us understand the behavior better. When a cat sends eyes on a potential prey, he will enter hunting mode and begin his predatory sequence, silently approaching the prey and stalking it with his tail. Might twitch and his butt will wobble from side to side. When the moment feels right, he will strike and deliver a bite to the neck of the prey that will, if successful, paralyze or even kill the prey. Cats are great hunters. They are perfect. They have perfect vision. They can see in the dark very well, and they have a sensitivity to high-pitched sounds that they use to locate their prey. They can approach their prey in complete silence and be lightning fast when they strike. Next, we have maternal aggression. This is a form of aggression that's common with most mother cats, only females. All mother cats have instincts that tell them to protect their litter at all costs. Mother, she will rarely let anybody approach her kittens, and she will attack anybody who attempts to do so. It is possible to avoid interfering as much as possible in the first few days after the mother delivers a new litter. Now, what are the signs to look out for? There are signs to look out for. Very often you can see when a cat is getting aggressive, and the signs you will notice will be dilated pupillae, for example. Playful erection, that's when the fur is getting haggled up. The tail can be stiff or put between the legs. Ears will be pulled back, crouching and butt wiggling, direct stare and hissing. All of this is the sign. Those are the main signs to look out for. Now, we're gonna talk about how to stop the aggression in the cat. Fortunately, there are a lot of very efficient ways of stopping aggression in cats. We're gonna go over them one by one. The main one I will talk about is the one that will be to stop territorial related aggression, a very common issue, and that will be pheromones. They can effectively and quickly resolve territorial related aggression in cats. Now, what are pheromones for cats? Pheromones are essentially chemicals. They act just like hormones, with the exception that they are meant to be on the outside of the cat. They are a safe, non-drug alternative to use with no side effects for stressed cats and also kittens. Pheromones are a form of scent cats are using to communicate with each other. It's like a universal language for cats. They are not detectable to humans, and the smell won't bother you. Different kinds of pheromones have a different meaning and influence different behaviors. A cat has pheromone glands at various places on the body, most of them being around the head. Now, these places are on the chin, the lower ears, the forehead, the cheeks, around the mouth, the paw pads, the nipples. This is only for female cats, and in its urine. So when your cat wants to send a message to all the other cats, he will do one of the following. He or she might either scratch items, rub the body on objects, rub his head on objects or you, bump heads with you or other animals, spray urine to mark his territory. Each one of these sends a different kind of message to other cats that comes nearby. Some are good, some are bad messages, but we don't need to go too deep into detail here. The essential thing to know is that the kind of pheromones we want to use is sending a good message to your cat. It will be used to reduce stress-inducing behavior in the cat. We recommend you using Fairly classic spray or diffuser. It's what we use, and we really recommend it. Now, how to use the cat pheromones? It's very simple. You can spray it anywhere, as long as it's not directly on your cat. And here are a few different recommendations. You can place, if you have a diffuser, you can place it in a room that your cat has previously displayed aggressive behavior within, or stressful behavior, or in a room where your cat simply spends a lot of time. If your cat is fighting for the football when it's dinner time, give that area a spray. You can spray his favorite sleeping spot, or by the window if your cat likes to sit and look out. You could also spray nearby the litter box or your cat's favorite hiding spots. Some of his toys and pillows he likes to sleep on, anywhere really that the cat likes to spend a lot of time at. Now, when would you use these pheromones? Pheromones are generally used when a cat is displaying stress-related aggressive behavior, like when you would adopt a new cat or trying to get your cat to the vet. Here's a few examples when your cat could display stress-related aggressive behaviors: moving in or moving out, before a party or after a party, when you're going to be remodeling your home or adopting a new cat, when you're going to the vet, or when you're going on a car ride in general. And finally, when another kitten in the household is reaching the age of maturity. I'm going to be talking about stopping fear-related aggressive behaviors and how to stop petting induced aggression in the next video. It's going to come up soon. Part 2 is going to come in like a week or so. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day. Good luck with your cat.